Hello friends and welcome to this video. My name is Chayusma and today I will talk to you about a story from this book. It's called Fragile Things by Neil Gaiman. So the name of the story is October in the Chair. The story starts with all the 12 months of the year sitting around a campfire, and October is in the chair and it's October's turn to tell a story. So October starts to tell his story. The story is about a boy. His name is Donald, but everyone calls him Runt. He has two older brothers, they are twins, and they started to call him a Runt. And initially, their parents tried to stop them, but later they started to find it cute, and everyone just started to call him Runt. And his older brothers, they are popular, they are well built, and they are smart, good at studies, good at games. Football is a game that they play, but Runt is none of those things. And even at school, his teachers, even they compare him to his brothers, and Donald does not feel good about it. And even the author in the story, he calls him the Runt during the whole story, and I kind of feel bad about it, so I'm going to call him Donald because that's what his name is. So Donald is also teased by his brothers, and he just feels that he does not want to live there anymore, but he keeps postponing his plan. But later one day in October, he has had enough of his brothers tormenting him, so he just decides to leave finally. He packs a bag, he has some money and some food with him, so he leaves. He keeps walking and then he takes a bus, and after a few miles he gets off and he again starts to walk. Eventually he reaches a farmhouse and he goes inside and just starts to just lies down and sleeps there. When he wakes up, he sees a boy staring at him. So the boy asks Donald what his story is. So Donald tells him that he has run away from his home, and Donald is just 10 years old. Also, this new boy, he is also just almost of the same age, and he praises Donald for running away. And then he invites Donald to just walk with him, and they just start to walk, and eventually they reach in a place where there are a lot of stones of different sizes, and Donald realizes that they are in a graveyard. So Donald asks the boy what his name is, and the other boy, he also asks Donald what his name is, and they tell each other their name. The name of the new boy is Dearly, and they just keep walking and they have a lot of fun together. They play hide and seek, they explore the place, and they climb up a tree as well. And Donald asks Dearly why he died. So Dearly tells him that he got sick, and he also shows Donald his grave. And then there on the grave, what is written is this: even forgotten is not finished completely, it is just FORG. So what happens is, so Dearly asks Donald that what he wants to do now, and Donald starts to think that he has this dream that he would go back to his home after a few years, and he would be a very rich guy, and his family will apologize to him, and then he'll leave them again. And but he also knows the reality, that in reality, if he keeps walking, then he would be found and go back, and then they would scold him for running away, and then everything would just be back to normal. He would be the Runt again. So he asks Dearly that if he wanted to stay, then would he have to die? And Dearly is like, yes, you would have to die. Then they just come down the tree and they are walking, and Dearly tells Donald that he has to leave now, so they should go back. So later on, when they reach the point where Dearly had met Donald, Donald says to Dearly that if he wanted to stay, what would he have to do? Then Dearly says that he will not hurt him in any way, but he shows him a farmhouse where there are some evil spirits that live there, some different forces. It's not really mentioned in the story what these forces are, and those forces could kill Donald. Then Dearly leaves and he disappears, and then Donald finally he decides to go inside that farmhouse, and I guess he wants to stay I don't guess it is true that he wants to stay with Dearly, because both of them say that it is the best day ever for them. This story was very, it made me think a lot. It made me feel a lot of things. I kind of connected to Runt because I'm also not someone who belongs in my, I'm a weird person. Then we come back to the present, and all the months are around the fire, and meeting is finished. Then October says to November that now it's going to be your turn next time. And November says to October that your stories are always so much better than mine. My stories are very dark, much more darker than October's. But then I'm like, if October's story is not dark, then November's story is going to be very, very dark for me. And then October says that it's okay, like November also has colder days and longer nights. Then November says to October that we cannot help who we are. So this is how the story ends, and this is just one of the many beautiful, weird, and surprising stories full of a lot of magic. So, in the beginning of the book, Neil Gaiman says a few things about all the stories that are written in the book. So, about October in the Chair, he says that he wanted to write it as a dry run for the book that he wanted to write eventually, a children's book. The name of the book is The Graveyard Book, and I have also read it, and I will probably review it next month. It's a very nice book as well. So, and he tells about every story, and it's very fun and interesting to know how the writers think and what the creative process is. I find it very fascinating. So that's it for this video, and I will see you next week. Bye bye.